Tomorrow, the Federal Communications Commission could approve a new set of regulations 332 pages long, which will fundamentally transform how the entire World Wide Web operates. But not only are most people unaware that this is even taking place, they're also completely clueless as to what the central issue, net neutrality, is even about. Advocates assert that this will protect net neutrality by forcing internet service providers to treat all web traffic equally and not throttle, slow down or block traffic to certain high demand services like Netflix. That's the essence of net neutrality. But here's the thing, this is not even an issue anymore. When it was an issue, Netflix, Verizon and Comcast got together, made a deal and it was resolved. You know, as something normally happens in what we call the free market. Furthermore, how could it even benefit an ISP to provide crappy service to their customers by slowing down bandwidth speeds to their favourite websites? You know, we have something called competition, capitalism. Maybe you've heard of it. If an ISP was suicidal enough to do this, they would be out of business in a hurry. So why is the FCC moving in complete secrecy to fix a problem that doesn't exist? Because this vote would reclassify the internet as a utility under Title II of the Telecommunications Act. This is the Trojan horse for internet censorship that the Obama administration has trialed and failed to implement via cybersecurity for years. This is the White House's Department of the Internet. So what could this reclassification under Title II mean for free speech on the web? Well, it could mean that website owners are forced to get a government license to operate on the internet. It could mean state approval for you to exercise free speech on the web. It could mean the end of anonymity. Government decreed decency standards, a fairness doctrine for the web, all decided upon by unelected bureaucrats at the behest of the White House. In 1998, after the Monica Lewinsky scandal, Hillary Clinton called for the government to have the power of a, quote, gatekeeping function to review content before it appears on the web. So guess who's enthusiastically thrown her support behind net neutrality? The internet is going to run at the speed of government under this new regulatory system. We're handing the people who gave us the train wreck of healthcare.gov the power to oversee the World Wide Web. I guess we're just going to have to trust them to keep their word, right?
If you like your private health insurance plan, you can keep your plan.
The very reason the US has better internet speeds than Europe is because it has a light touch when it comes to regulation. More regulation under net neutrality equals less investment, less innovation, and slower speed. And aside from all these arguments, no matter which side you support, why is the FCC's 332-page plan still completely secret? Why can't we even see what's in it?
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
FCC Commissioner Ajit Pai has seen what's inside. He says it's, quote, a monumental shift towards government control of the internet. It gives the FCC the power to micromanage virtually every aspect of how the internet works. It also opens the door for billions of new taxes on ISPs that will be passed on to consumers.
President Obama's plan to regulate the internet is hidden from public view. In fact, the American public is not going to be able to see it until the FCC actually adopts it in 3 weeks.
But it's not just Republicans who are opposing the measure. The Electronic Frontier Foundation says that this gives the government, quote, boundless authority to regulate the internet for whatever it sees fit. Why aren't the millions of young people who derailed SOPA and PIPA screaming bloody murder over this? In fact, the vast majority of them seem to be blithely supporting it. Why isn't this part of a huge national conversation? The power to control, regulate and censor the internet in the United States, greasing the skids for Chinese-style web oppression, is being seized by the federal government within 24 hours, and barely anybody is talking about it. Check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel. I'm Paul Joseph Watson for Infowars.com.